morning, boys and girls. Old Ron Hines coming back at you. Hey, check this out. So the sun just went kind of going behind the cloud, but the sun's out and it's pouring down raining on me. And so I am at the end of the rainbow, and I think that makes me a blessed man. So anyway, speaking of blessings, I wanted to share something with you. So anyway, we all have relationships in this world we live in, right? So with that being said, it is what it is. But hey, look, folks, a lot of times we take our relationships with our loved ones, that's our children, our spouses, our parents, our grandparents, whatever. We take those for granted. But we're not here on this earth forever in this physical body. So we should be, as we're going through life, making preparations to get in our heavenly bodies so that we can all go to paradise, right? And it is my understanding that we shall recognize each other. So with that being said, make the most out of each and every day God gives us here on this green earth. And it is fabulous to be here. But we can't get so enthralled with everything we're doing as to say, well, I don't want to leave, I don't want to leave. No, if you're prepared, you're ready to go. So anyway, with that being said, we come and we go. And now I'm going to add on to that. You better do all the right things you can, because within 2 generations, you're not going to be remembered. And there's a few exceptions to that, Ben Franklin being one of them, but he was instrumental. And then we know about George Washington. But go your great-great-grandfather or grandmother. Do you even know their names? I don't. I remember my grandfather, but not a great-grandfather. So the talk about them after they're gone, it wanes, right? But if you think about biblical times, when Adam was 900 years old plus when he died, so he saw his great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren, and maybe even more, right? So with that being said, there were people who remembered him that 400 or 500 years after his birth. And those people lived to be long ages, so they remembered him 400 or 500 years after his death. Just saying. We don't have that today, do you? You live to be 100 years, 2 generations. So your kids may remember you and your grandkids, and that's it. You're done. So out of all the things you can do, you need to make sure that those that you love know that you love them and that you don't take them for granted. That's all I got to say. You know, when you walk out the door from your wife today, or your husband, or whoever, you better tell them you love you, because on your way to work, if you have a car wreck and you never come back home, that was the last time y'all spoke. Doesn't hurt to give a hug. When you go to church, you see those folks at church, need to be a hugger and a lover. Hug and love everybody, give them your love, because they're going to remember how you made them feel. And that's what people remember about you, is how, hey, that guy, he listened to what I had to say, or he didn't listen, or he was a jerk. So don't be a jerk. Anyway, I don't know where all this come from. It started with a rainstorm and the sun shining on me, and I knew I was at the end of the rainbow. And I was happy that I was in the rainbow, right? If somebody else could see it. And no, I didn't find a pot of gold, as the legend goes. But it was still a pleasurable moment for just a minute. Anyway, look, I always try to end up with this, right? So y'all go, we live in a fabulous country. It's got some problems. So when you go to your Lord and Savior in prayer, be sure to lift up this once great nation, because she still needs it. We need to get back on the path to righteousness so God can show his favor to us once again. And that's what I really pray for my grandchildren's sake. God's blessings on this country once again. Anyway, be sure to pray. Be coming at you soon. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to. I'm out. Be good. Bye.